Jalen Moore and the Utah State Aggies hit the floor with high hopes for a postseason bid this season. The Aggies went 16-15 overall a season ago and 7-11 in league play, good enough for an 8th place finish. Tim Duryea back for his second season on the bench at Utah State. His Aggies picked 6th in the preseason poll released today at Mountain West Media Day. They returned 3 starters and 4 letter winners from a year ago. Pleased to be joined now on set by a couple of those guys, Jalen Moore, Rector, and the head coach of the Utah State Aggies, Mr. Tim Duryea. Let's start with you, Jalen. Earlier today, you're picked all Mountain West. Some big names on that list, including Elijah Brown, Tim Williams of New Mexico, Cam Oliver, to be mentioned in the same breath as those guys and thought to be one of the better players in the Mountain West, one of the best, had to mean a lot to you.
Oh yeah, it means a lot to me. It means a lot to my school. You know, I'm glad I can represent a school like that. You know, personally, it means a lot to me. I've tried to work hard to get to this point. You know, and it's just great. You know, I'm supported by my teammates, my coaches, and stuff like that. So it's all been a teamwork. So it's awesome.
And Shane, this is a program that has had a ton of postseason success. You go to postseason regularly at Utah State. To get back to that, to have a team that could be poised to get back to postseason play, that's obviously the ultimate goal for you guys.
Yeah, definitely. You know, we feel like, you know, we have the talent for that this year. We just got to bring some guys along. As you know, we've got 4 returners, so got a lot of new guys, but they're coming along. And, you know, as long as you work on the defensive end, you know, we feel like the sky's the limit. So we're looking forward to it.
Tim, you spent 14 seasons on the bench as an assistant to Stu Morrill. This was a place that you've been brought up through the coaching ranks in Logan. How was it different for you to be in chair 1 and really be the head of the program? And how has it slowed down a little bit now that you're in your 2nd year?
Yeah, you know, I think my transition was easier than a lot of guys that get a head coaching job. Obviously, being at the same place for so long in a successful program made the transition easier for me. But still, there's a difference. And last year's kind of that bridge year where your team, 1 year you're their assistant coach, 1 year you're their head coach. And so it's a little bit of a bridge. It's a little bit of a transition. I feel like this year maybe, it's a little bit of my own program, and I've got 4 very solid returners coming back and that kind of know what we need to do, how we do things, and they've done a good job here early in practice of kind of passing that information along to the new players on our team. We have 10 new faces, which is a lot, but I like the group. They have a motor, they're competitive. They've practiced really well so far, and these guys have done a great job as leaders.
Let's talk about some of those new guys, because that's ultimately your stamp on the program, going and finding guys and bring them to Logan. And I look at a guy like Kobe McEwen, a top 100 recruit by ESPN. He was named the co-freshman of the year, preseason co-freshman of the year right here at Mountain West Media Days. What does he bring to the table for you guys, and why was he a guy that you targeted to bring to your team?
Well, Kobe going to high school, he's from Toronto, but going to high school in Utah was a big help in our recruitment of him. We actually have recruited him for close to 4 years. And, he's a guy that you look for in your program. He's got great size. He's got athleticism. He's very, very competitive. He's very skilled. He can play either guard spot really at 6'4". And, the more guys you can have in your program like that, the better. No matter what size they are, you look for guys that athletic, tough, can dribble it, can pass it, can shoot it. That's modern basketball. The more skill you can put on the floor, the more versatility you can put on the floor, I think the better your team is. And so we feel good about our freshman class. And obviously Kobe he's like every freshman. He's got to make that transition. He's finding that out early in practice that, hey, this college basketball deal is not as easy as maybe I thought it was. But he's got a lot of ability, a lot of will, and he'll fight through and be a very good player in this league.
Well, teams out of the ACC, SEC, and Big 12 all wanted this guy, and you got him to come to Logan. Well, let's talk about some of the guys that are here on set and the leaders of this program. Jalen, you flirted a little with the NBA draft. You had the skill to play at the next level. What went into your thinking and said, you know what, I should stay at school 1 more year?
I kind of just wanted to go out there and get my name out there a little bit and see how the NBA does things, get that experience under my belt, what they do in their workouts, and just kind of see how they do things compared to college basketball, I just that was the main goal, is just get my name out there to show them I'm interested, let them see me a little bit. And then I came back, and I'm here. I'm ready to be a leader. I want the team to be successful. I want Shane to be successful. You know, I want all these guys on my team to go out and, like we always talk about, just give it a full effort and come ready to play. And I think that's what we're looking forward to doing, is just competing every night out this year. And I feel like we can surprise a lot of people this year.
No doubt will be a special season, not only for the team but yourself. You'll pass your dad on the all-time scoring list at Utah State. How special is this time for your family, knowing that you're going to make a run at dad, you're going to pass dad, and does that create a little tension at the dinner table?
No, I think my dad's really supportive. You know, I mean, if he wanted someone to pass him, I think he's glad it's me. You know, he's always supported me along the way. I told him I was going to pass him, hopefully, eventually, and it's going to happen soon, you know, so it's good for us. I think he's proud of me, you know, he likes what I've been doing so far, and so I like that support, and it's great for me. So, no, we have no conflicts. He's happy for me, so it's good.
Well, there's no doubt that Shane's going to get you the ball, and when you're out on the floor as a point guard, you look to get everyone involved first. I've seen that out of you. It's a pass first, score second sort of mentality, is it not?
Yeah, you know, I just, whatever at the moment, you know, the team needs, you know I could get myself going easily. So, you know, I try to come in and just, you know, get my teammates some easy shots and just try to help them get going too.
During the off season, you guys had a boot camp that you guys ran, and I believe you were the winner, were you not? Yeah,
yeah, I was.
How did that go down? How did you ultimately win that prize, and how did you win the boot camp? What went involved in that?
You know, just various different activities, just some, you know, weightlifting activities, some, you know, running, and I don't know, I went hard and I ended up victorious. So.
You're gonna use that strength and that conditioning out on the basketball floor. As all this, the workout that we're looking at here on the screen here, how does that translate into being a great basketball player, and how will it make you more effective on the floor?
You know, just with anything I do, you know, I just try to work hard and just, you know, put my heart into it, just put my all into it. So I just think that's the way I play on the court. You know, fearless, just go at it, and just, you know, it's me versus my opponent, and I'm going to try to destroy him. So that's how I go out and try to do that.
Coach, anytime you put your kids through workouts like that, inevitably they come together in a major way because they're pushing each other. They realize they got each other's back. Did you see that when they go through those tough workouts, that it was a great team building exercise?
No question, and that's really kind of the impetus behind the whole thing is, you know, get kids out of their comfort zone, get kids, you know, swinging a sledgehammer that they've never done, you know, pushing a sled, you know, getting up early, doing things where they have to support each other, you know, that's going to test them physically a little bit, but is also going to draw them together mentally. And, you know, I think early in the year, our season is so long, you know, really we have our hands on our players about 10 months a year. And so you're looking for creative ways to make them better, but where it's not monotonous, where you are doing different things. You know, you're slinging some ropes and pushing some sleds and carrying some bags and doing things you just don't normally do as a basketball player. But, you know, you cross-train a little bit, you work on some mental toughness, you work on some teamism, which we talk about a lot, and, you know, hopefully they can get some fun out of it and also improve themselves athletically.
Another guard who's going to help Shane in your backcourt is Sam Merrill, coming off an LDS mission, 6'4" guard. What does he bring to the table that we have not seen on the floor as fans?
Yeah, Sam was a player of the year in the state of Utah, very, very accomplished high school player, plays at a great pace, reminds me of a former Aggie of a long time ago named Tony Brown, who just, you know, kind of went along. If you remember Chris Mullen as a player in the NBA, kind of goes along at a great pace, always looks comfortable, doesn't hurry, knows what his strengths are, knows what his weaknesses are. Jalen and Shane and I were just talking about Sam the other day about how he surprised us a little bit, you know, how far he's come just off of his mission. He's lost about 20 pounds that he had gained on the mission, and he is just doing a really good job, maybe a little even a little sooner than we thought he would.
Shane, you guys are going down to play in the Cancun Challenge. You could play teams like Auburn, Purdue, Texas Tech. You look forward to not only playing those teams, but getting a little beach time in? Show off those guns that you worked on in boot camp?
We're definitely gonna be looking forward to the beach, but you know, it's business first, man. You know, we're going down there to go compete, and you know that's our main goal, to go down there and, you know, show what we've been working on so hard in the off season. So hopefully we get a chance to do that.
before you go down there, you'll get an opportunity to play in the D. Glen Spectrum, Jalen, a place that is near and dear to your heart. For someone who's never been in the arena, for those who are watching at home, one of the most electric atmospheres in all of college hoops. What's it like as a home player to play in front of a crowd like this?
I've been there since a little kid, you know, so I've been watching them growing up. And then when I finally got to step on the court, it was huge for me, you know, it was great. Our student section is crazy, you know. They're almost on top of the other teams, you know. They have chants for everything. You make a mistake, they're going to let you know about it, you know. So, you know, I think it kind of fuels our fire. We kind of feed off the student body, and they love just coming and watching us succeed, and we're going to go out and compete for them every night out because they deserve that, and hopefully we'll win some games for them and keep them coming back. So.
We look forward to seeing the spectacle at the Spectrum. There's no doubt about that. The Utah State Aggies open up the season at UC Irvine on November 11th. Appreciate you guys taking some time for us here on the Mountain West Network.
Thanks so much.